in many organizations there's a gap. Operations focus on making things happen day to day. Data teams, on the other hand, focus on interpreting what it all means. Event-driven architecture can bridge that gap by creating a common, reliable language. The first step is simple but powerful. Capture facts at the source. Operations are closest to what actually happens, and they facilitate doing the facts. That makes them best positioned to record events as they occur. Yet in many organizations, data teams end up spending 80% of their time cleaning and preparing messy exports from operational systems. It's wasted energy. Instead, let the operational domain publish clear, standardized business events, like order shipped. If the facts are clean at the source, there is no need to clean them later. The next step is to separate facts from interpretation. A huge source of confusion comes from duplicating business logic. Operations define things in one way, data teams in another, and suddenly the same thing produces inconsistent results. The way forward is to keep facts immutable. Car X collided with tree Y at 10:30 is an event. Interpretations, like calling the car a total loss, belong in projections that can evolve depending on the context. But here's the catch. Once interpretations start circulating, they can get compounded. One team builds on another's interpretation, and yet another adds their own. Before long, you realize you're building on quicksand. Anchoring everything in raw events prevents that spiral, but it doesn't remove the need for alignment. The semantics of those interpretations still have to be agreed upon, or the drift just starts again one layer higher. But at least there's a stable base at the bottom. And finally, let technology follow the use case. Too many organizations force every problem into their favorite tool. Kafka, Databricks, Snowflake, you name it. The result? Silos and huge amounts of money wasted on duct tape to glue them together. But it doesn't have to be that way. Operations and data can both work on the same Kafka ecosystem. Real-time dashboards in operations systems can project directly from events, while complex reports live in a data platform. And with things like table flow and native iceberg in Kafka, that flow between operations and analytics becomes seamless. You don't need to leave your comfort zone before creating value. Event-driven architecture forces us to qualify data at the source, define responsibilities clearly, and give each use case the right place in the ecosystem. The result is higher data quality, less friction, and an organization that reacts faster, because everyone is working from the same trusted facts. In the end, bridging the gap between operations and data isn't about more tools or more reports. It's about creating a shared language of facts that the whole organization can trust. And if this all sounds complicated and you'd like some help, you can always reach out to us.